Parts, Eastern States 200 at Orange County. After the break, more passion, more emotion, involving two of Dirt Modified's thoroughbreds, Hearn and Danny Johnson. A few weeks back in Fonda, Hearn and Johnson got together on the backstretch down by the river. The car got a little, up in the air, and Hearn got the worst of it. He blamed Johnson. Johnson says it was his own fault. Well, the Dirt Motorsports family recognizes the contributions of the local CarQuest Auto Parts stores, their customers, and all dirt racing fans. Thank you for your continued support. We're back with more on Rush Hour. Excellent to have you with us. We're back at the Orange County Fair Speedway, Middletown, New York. CarQuest Auto Parts presents the Eastern States 200, a Hoosier Tire Sunoco Race Fuels event. Eric Thomas, Gary Montgomery, Cowboy Paul Small. The emotions running high here. The weather, well, it was a factor yesterday if you were with us for the 358 championship claimed by Danny Johnson. The clouds are around the periphery, but so far I just think we just wiped that whole thread of rain out of our minds, Gary.
Yeah, I think there's no problem rain here today.
Now, the emotions we're going to talk about: Fonda, Danny Johnson, Hearn. What a flip this is, Gary.
This is going to be spectacular. You saw it just a moment ago as we went out to a commercial break. But they are battling for the number one spot, and Hearn goes over, and he caught the tire on the inside of the track. That's what caused the flip. But the deal here, these guys, there's been bad blood between these two since Danny came down here to race at Orange County, which had been Brett's playground for years. Danny came to race with him and beat him a few times, and since then things have not been rosy for those two.
And then the emotion started to boil over here. These two competitors give no quarter, and a little slow pitch, fast pitch with the mud balls, rocks as Danny went by. And here we go again. And finally, the officials get in there. Down with this very emotional story from both sides of the argument. Let's go down trackside and Cowboy Paul Small.
Brett Hearn in the Budweiser number 3. We've just seen the crash from last weekend. Give us your perspective.
Not much to say, really. I mean, the tape shows everything. I mean, I haven't seen the tape actually. I shouldn't say that. But, you know, it's behind us now. Right now we're racing the track. We're racing the car. We want to get a good finish here and be smart about this race. I think that's our main thing right now.
How much damage was done to that car? Were you planning to run that car this weekend? If you had to change, what did you go with?
Yeah, that was our newest car, and it had about 6 or 7 races on it. It's history. We'll build a new one over the winter, and you know, something we didn't plan on doing, but you know, that's the way it goes.
Some people looked at that footage and said it was deliberate action on Danny's part. What say you?
Danny's the only one who's debating that. It doesn't seem like anyone else is, really.
And how about you physically? That looked like it was quite a bell ringer.
Well, it was. I mean, I've taken a couple tough ones, including a roll down the backstretch at Daytona and one at the Chili Bowl and a midget, but it was up there pretty good. I got banged up a little bit. I was pretty sore on Monday and Tuesday, but you know, by yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was pretty good. I'm all right.
Yeah, Brett Hearn is okay, and in fighting trim for this afternoon's CarQuest Eastern States 200.
Gary, it's not the first time these two gladiators have locked horns. I mean, they raced here competitively on a weekly basis here in Orange County. They're two of the best drivers in dirt. They help put butts on boards right across this empire. If they can see an opening, they don't care. They're going to get there. This animosity goes way, way back, doesn't it?
It goes way back. They are professional racers, and they make a living doing this. They got to win races to make a lot of money, and so both are capable of winning, and they get in each other's way once in a while. And I would think that for the most part, there's no deliberate damage on either driver's part ever, but occasionally it can happen.
Let's get back to the other side of the argument, Your Honor. Standing by with Cowboy Paul Small, Danny Johnson.
Danny, you seem to be in the center of a lot of things, especially the incident at Fonda last week. What's your perspective?
Well, you know, it's just an unfortunate accident that had to happen. It didn't have to happen, but it was just a racing incident, and you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. It's unfortunate.
There's some people that say that maybe that was a deliberate action. How's your response to that criticism?
No, it wasn't deliberate at all. Nobody told me he was trying to pass me on the radio. I mean, that was a move that I made all on my own. It was just simply a racing incident.
Now, focusing on today's race, you're not out of the hunt for the Mr. Dirt title. You could win today with a good performance over the next 2 races. You could be the first man in history to have Mr. Dirt 358 and Big Block in the same season.
I tell you, you know, I've always would like to try to do that, and kind of a goal we kind of set out for, but it's a tough goal, and if it happens, I mean, we're really going to be excited, and we're just going to have to wait and see how the cards fall, I guess.
I think you can judge by the look in Danny's eyes and the smile on his face. If he were to lock up both titles in the same year, it would be an incredible moment.
As long as it stays inside that sportsmanship envelope, the fans are the winners. What a competition between these two guys. It's unbelievable entertainment, and there's lots more on the way for you. Stay with us. It's the CarQuest Auto Parts Eastern States 200 Modified Championship from Orange County Fair Speedway in Middletown, New York. And it's live on Rush Hour.